let me catch a seat. Let me catch a seat so y'all can see me and I can stop being so agitated and I can really get this shit together. But I'm going to say this and I'm going to end. I love people and I love to see people win. There's not a hateful bone in my body at all. Anybody who knows me knows that. The episode that y'all watched tonight on The Real Blac Chyna, yes, I was very frustrated and I was very agitated. One, because I fought to get you on Wendy Williams, and I never asked for the emotional distress, and I never asked to go through all the bullshit I went through. But I went through it and I did it. And the episode of Wendy y'all seen was actually the first episode. So I withstood the storm for a very long time. I never personally got into it with Chyna. Everything that was said and everything that I did say and everything that I went through, that was me venting and me on my way out because I wanted to leave New York because it was stressful and it's not something that I'm used to. I have clients with an S. I've never had to deal with that type of emotional distress, the type of drama, that type of atmosphere. I've never had to deal with that. And so yes, I was very frustrated. I was very furious. I'm a human being. And I left. I was leaving when when all that went on. My friend Jamal asked me to stay. I stayed more. I stayed longer, I'm sorry. I still continued to keep going. I still continued to make sure that we went to New York and didn't waste money. Wendy Williams was the first interview we did. We also did The Breakfast Club. We also did Refinery 29, which couldn't add an interview because she was so rude and disrespectful. We also did Breakfast Club, Refinery 29. Oh, we were supposed to do another interview with the celebrity page. We didn't do it because she was 3 hours late. So, not to badger her name, but please understand what I went through on that episode, and that's the clips that they showed y'all. Please also understand just last week, they were just asking me to film. That church scene that they just filmed, fake. It's all fake. I was supposed to get baptized with Chyna on an episode. I refused to do it because why? 3 weeks ago, we were in Houston. She had a booking and she was very rude. She was calling people faggots and everything else. So she messed up connections that I had. It was a charity event that she didn't fulfill her obligations for. She was 2.5 hours late to the first part. She was 3 hours late to the second part and only showed up for 15 minutes. These are connections that I have because I'm from Houston. These are my friends. I'm not getting paid for any of this, but I'm getting you a bag. She was late. She was rude. Then she ran up on me as if she was going to fight me. So I politely quit then. I hadn't talked to her. I have not talked to Chyna. I haven't said anything regarding Chyna. I haven't said anything about the show. I politely dismissed myself. I'm still getting calls and texts from Zeus to film. I was gonna film, but I asked for a schedule and a run show of events they couldn't send me, so I felt like they was gonna set me up. So I refused to film. I politely sent them a text message saying, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. I wish you all the best. Period. I left it at that. So to see this episode air tonight and to see a clip saying future in the season, I fell out with Phreshy. You didn't fall out with me, sweetie. You could never fall out with me. You can't fall out with someone who only had your best interest at heart. I removed myself from the situation because I have other clients. I removed myself from the situation because who I thought you were is not who you are. I removed myself from the situation because people look up to me, and I appreciate people looking up to me. I appreciate the spot I am because everybody wants to be in this spot. I appreciate who I am and what I'm able to do for people. Everything I said I was going to do for Chyna, I've done. When people told me not to work for her, I bit the bullet and I worked for her because I see a strong, beautiful black woman. I see a strong, beautiful black woman who's an amazing mother and an amazing friend at the end of the day. And outside of everything that the media portrays her to be, that's the person that I met. And so, essentially, that's who I thought I was going to get 24 hours of the day, 24/7. But honestly, that's not who I got. And so I removed myself from the situation because when I see myself being frantic and being stressful and being unprofessional, which I can say there was times I was unprofessional, and I never get like that, is because I'm in a hazardous situation or a toxic situation. So I removed myself from the situation. But don't air an episode and don't preview a new episode saying you fell out with me, because that's not what happened, sweetie. And let's not act like we dropped the ball in New York. We didn't drop the ball in New York, sweetheart. You dropped the ball in New York. You should have had a hairstylist, but you got into it with your hairstylist before we left LA. Remember, TMZ ran that story, sweetie. So y'all have to pay attention. The whole show is out of whack and out of order, but y'all have to pay attention. Y'all have to know. Y'all have to see the positive change in her life when I stepped into her life. Let's be very clear. I'm all about positivity, I'm all about growth, and I'm all about living your best life. But what you would never do is slander my character. You would never slander you would never slander the business that I built, and you would never try to bring me down. As a black man and as a black gay male, the odds are already against me, sweetie. They're already against me, so I have to work double hard, triple hard to make people believe in who I am. And I've worked so hard to make people believe in who I am. So you would never, ever, I would never stand for anybody to disrespect me or try to belittle me or try to disrespect my character. That's not who I am. People who know me know that I don't play. I'm about my business. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Period. If I say I'm going to get you somewhere, I'm going to get you there. Period. I have a 2,600 square foot office in the middle of Midtown in Atlanta, Georgia. I built that shit from the ground up. When I started this PR shit, I was homeless. I moved from Atlanta, Georgia. I moved from Houston, Texas to Atlanta, Georgia, homeless in a U-Haul truck. Let's be very clear. Chyna know of me because she's went to events that I went to, but I got the job with Chyna because of an associate and a friend of mine, not because I called Chyna. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. I give my all for any and everybody that I come in contact with, and I put good energy out to any and everybody I contact with. And I hate that the fact that I have to do this live to protect my image and my name. But what y'all won't do is continue to tag me into shit. I haven't promoted this show. I haven't posted anything about Chyna. I haven't said anything negative about Chyna for weeks. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't know what's in her head. I don't know what she's going through. And I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. But I will not tolerate someone disrespecting the brand I worked so hard to build. I won't tolerate it. I won't stand for it. I will not stand for it. I will not stand for it. If you're having problems, believe me. If you're having problems believing what I say, check my Instagram. Check my resume. Google my name. Period. 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 I love Chyna from the bottom of my heart, but sis needs help. It's fuck Zeus at this point.